Morning everybody, welcome back to Bendigo East Bowls Club. I think we're live for another cracking day. Second to last day of BV Champs Week. And we have the men's triples final currently in the first end. We have the Moonee Valley team from Northern Gateway Bowls region playing against the Bendigo East team from Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. My name is Josh Thornton and I'm in commentary with Tony Sherwell this morning.
Morning JT, morning everybody. Absolutely beautiful morning here at Bendigo East Bowling Club. Thanks to them for hosting us across state championships for 2024 and of course the City of Greater Bendigo for enabling it to all occur. Turned on an absolute belter of a morning for the second last day today. This is Darren Burgess on the mat. Probably refer to him as Burger throughout the match, which is his well-known nickname. Nice little cluster of 4 bowls around the head, 2 for each team. Not a mile away, but no change.
So the BCG team consists of Lee Graham, Todd Matthews and Darren Burgess, as you said, Tone. And the Northern Gateway team is Matty O'Brien, Alex SKILTON, who's the one who's got shot there with the yellow and green bowls, and Dylan Fisher.
Promises to be a high quality affair. Of course, the Bendigo East, or the Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields team is represented by Bendigo East players, so they'll know every inch of this rink.
You'd think they would anyway.
You would hope so. And the Northern Gateway team, all from Moonee Valley, who've had a great couple of years in the Metropolitan Premier Division, Premier competition I should say, making their way into Premier Division last year. It's a great effort from Burger. We'll see a lot of this today.
He plays that floating shot so good. We have also a staggered start time this morning, Tone, with the ladies singles final going to start around 10:30, so that in theory we capture the end of that match as well too and stream the end of that match.
Yeah, so much to watch. Of course, men's triples final, women's singles finals as well. So we'll try and get both of them as much as we can. Of course, we do have other matches on. Men's Champion of Champions is in their first round this morning, the round of 16. And women's pairs has started today. So a full book here at Bendigo East. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields will pick up a single on the opening end. 18 ends in triples, JT, so we've got plenty of fun on our way. Just a very light breeze this morning, nothing really to get too worried about. Other than that, picture perfect conditions, heading for a top of about 20 or 21. Not a cloud to be seen. Morning, Fiona Hall. Yeah, we've been very fortunate with the weather, and today and tomorrow are going to be beautiful, just like that opening bowl from Lee Graham. Morning, Cassie. Good luck with your novice events today over in WA. You've been watching a lot of the streams this week. Hopefully you've been able to pick up a tip or two. It's actually quite warm sitting here in the sun, JT. And I'm certainly not complaining. Matty O'Brien won a state title last year. He's looking to add another one to his collection.
We won one early this week too.
He did.
As did Dylan Fisher.
He's got the singles last year, the pairs earlier.
Fours.
Fours earlier, I should say, and now going for the triples today.
You're right, Tone. You don't make many faux pas. I mean, your CEO role of Chief Entertainment Officer is in question, but when we get in the commentary, you're usually pretty good.
Yeah, there's a couple of things going on at the minute.
I think there must be something imbalanced with the world at the moment. The last 24 hours, I got locked out of my room this morning after getting a coffee. I don't even want to talk about the other thing.
Well,
it'll happen later, so I'll just...
If you don't, someone else will.
Oh, I know.
It won't be me. What can Alex Skilton do here? Needs to clear some front traffic. It is around it. Well played.
Well played. James Federico's asked the question, has Alex got sunscreen on?
Let's hope so. This is Toddy Matthews on the mat using a Henselite XG.
All of the Bendigo East guys have got Dreamline XGs.
And I think
Actually,
everyone in the
opposition
Northern
has
Gateway team too. So showing Henselite as the superior product. Of course, good supporters of Bowls Victoria.
Toddy Matthews, what a bowl.
And that's how you use them. 2 down to 1 up. Morning, Stevie Weston. Yeah, perfect here today.
Skills likes this one. Doesn't look far away. Whew. Awfully close. Warren Scully, I assume you've probably already made the trek way back to Strzelecki after a pretty good week for yourself. Unfortunately, Unch, it is correct. And yes, he is unbearable. Oh, Burger. Well, that worked out all right. He held shot and jammed it against Toddy's, but it actually squeezed out to where Toddy's other bowl was, thankfully, for the BCG team. What a bowl.
Alex Skilton called that one from a little ways out, saying your track's pretty good, and then said, don't tease me now. Worried it was going to just miss, but we're holding a couple now, Northern Gateway.
Yes, Steve will be live scoring any other match that's not being live streamed. So that's the ladies pairs and the men's champion singles. So we'll be able to track all those games as they're progressing. It's all on burger speed now.
Probably good enough for second shot.
Dylan's opting for the forehand still. It means he stays away from Burgess' last bowl, and it's such a wide drawing hand. He should be able to get down to jack high, no problems at all, and count. Two it is.
Does get in.
2-1.
I like Uncha's solution.
That would actually...
Where's he gone? Where's he gone?
That would
like that with Jimmy.
That would actually make him disappear.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
You probably already know about it. That's the only thing. No, there's a better one. There's a better one. Yeah, lovely opening bowl from the man they call Twisties, Matty O'Brien. Kane Nelson showing a bit of love for the Valley boys.
I talked to Kane the other night on the phone.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have had a great time playing with Moonee Valley in the BCIB Metropolitan Premier competition this year, and making it all the way to the final. Yeah, it's two pretty handy lead bowls, JT.
No, he's... I think he's been one of the form players in the state for the last 12 to 18 months, Tone, and you know, Vic Open win, state titles is proving that. Good bowl, Lee Graham. Don't know a hell of a lot about Lee. I've seen him around the traps the last 12, 18 months. One thing I do know, he was part of that successful Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields region side, men's side, that won the region side championships in Ballarat this year. So if you're in the best 12 players for BCG,
it's pretty handy.
You're going pretty well.
One of the strongest regions in Victoria, Bendigo, Campaspe Goldfields. Nickname Leroy, I know that much. You're a man of the people, Lynch. All players really finding it down this way. Bodes for a fantastic game. This is only N3.
Going now for Skilts. Speed was pretty good though, Tone.
Other matches on this screen is men's singles, champion to champions. So Goulburn Murray, which is David Dawes, trailing Brody Harkart 2-4 from Murray Melly. Brad Janner leading 6-1 over Brad Marin, the Battle of the Brads. That's Northern Gateway leading 6-1 over Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. Mike Pearce.
He's playing Craig Fisher from Strzelecki.
3-1, is it?
Yep.
Mike Pearce trailing 3-1, so that's Mornington Peninsula trailing Strzelecki 3-1. So we watch this Toddy Matthews bowl come in. Just under as well. And the far rink is Ballarat Highlands, that's Benny MacArthur.
Yep.
Leading 5-1 over the Wimmera representative JT, which of course is
Gary Jamieson.
Gary Jamieson.
From Arradale.
Brody Harker's just picked up another couple, so he'll be now 6-2 over David Dawes.
It was actually more than that, I reckon. There was still a couple ends of scoring not to go on that board yet.
From the previous end.
Yeah, so.
Off to a good start is Brody Harker.
Oh, Dylan Fisher, what a bowl. Paul, I actually disagree with your statement. There is opportunities. You just got to play Premier. Bendigo, Campaspe, Goldfields now has a Premier Division in their region, and if you win that, you go through.
It's pretty simple.
It's no different to Metropolitan. There's a Premier Division. Whoever wins that goes through to state pennant. So,
yep. Top division goes through as it should be. So Bendigo now holding at least a couple, courtesy of Burgerlicious's bowl. Played that sort of shot coming back this way on the second end too, so he's on the first end rather.
Plenty of room for Dylan Fisher. And he's looking pretty good, Tone.
Yeah, put it in the book. What does Burger do here, JT? Sit the bowl or trail a jack?
I think he'd be sort of a full type draw shot because he could sit the bowl, but if he happens to get under and get the jack, he's only one down, so there's no risk in being positive. Close. Awfully close. Oh. Darren Burgess.
Two absolute rippers of shots.
3 shots.
Bendigo, Campaspe, Goldfields pick up a 3. Some updated scores, in particular Northern Gateway versus Bendigo, Campaspe, Goldfields. They've just updated that board. So Northern Gateway, Brad Jano leading 7-5 over Brad Marin from Bendigo, Campaspe, Goldfields. All these matches being live scored, so you can follow along. Making it look easy, these boys. There's not much better than quality bowlers playing on an excellent green to a high standard, is there? We've got the trifecta this morning. You'll notice the rink next door is vacant, as JT said earlier. A staggered start this morning, so we can get as much of the women's singles final as we can. It's Kelly McKieran up against BJ McMahon, Rebecca McMahon. So Sandbelt versus West Coast. There's Matty O'Brien going here. Go. Burger with the lot. I like it. Good call, Scotty. He certainly had the lot last end.
He's one of the best characters in the game too, Darren Burgess.
He's a funny man.
He makes me laugh. Toddy Matthews is one of the best practices in the game, Tone.
Is that right?
Yeah, look, he's always here practicing. when he's not working, and he puts a lot of time in, and you can see his growth and progress in the sport the last 3 or 4 years.
Strikes me as the type to be reasonable at singles.
Has won the club singles here before.
Has he? Oh,
Yes,
there you go.
definitely.
So Burger, the skip, just saying, no, I want you to change over now.
Sean Cadoff.
Speaking of trifectas. Brody Harker leading 8-3 over David Dawes. That's Murray Malley over Golden Murray, 8-3. The board's updated. Back to action here. This is the track, isn't it, JT?
Yep.
Just on the speed.
I think his skills thought it was going better than what it was. And then it just didn't turn as much as he thought.
Doesn't want to promote Alex Skilton's bowl.
No, it's probably not brought it in, I don't believe. I still think it's out of Skilts' near Jack Eye bowl and Lee Graham's bowl behind the head. From this angle anyway.
Matty O'Brien have a good look. Very much no fuss, Dylan Fisher. Impeccable technique.
Close. Awfully close, Tone. He's nearly got the back
Gets
bowl.
through,
Lee
got the
Graham's.
bowl out clean.
What a bowl.
What a shot. There's not a lot of room for error there.
Mate. What's that? 2,
1,
3?
2, 3.
Yeah, Matty O'Brien's to be in the count too, I reckon.
Yep. The front one's Matty O'Brien as well, though, isn't it? Very hard to tell, both Lee Graham and Matty O'Brien using white bowls. And of course, skipper for BCG, Darren Burgess, using them too.
How's he tracking? I think it's tight. Speed was all time.
Mm. Same bowl, just 6 feet off. No. Didn't like it from the get-go, no change. Here's 3 shots to Northern Gateway. Oh, Ian, I reckon that's a little bit stiff, buddy. We obviously don't know the outcome of a match before it begins. We do try and pick what we think will be the closer of the matches, and I think you'll find there's been a fairly even spread of male, female, metro, regional, whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
And obviously we can't dictate who gets through to a final, so I think you're a little bit off base there, buddy, but enjoy your day otherwise. I mean, JT is very good, but I'm not sure that he knows the outcome of the game before it begins.
If I did, I would have predicted the win against Jimmy yesterday, and that turned to crap, didn't it?
Did for you. We watch this Lee Graham bowl come in. I'll give you some updated scores on this particular green for men's champion and champion singles. Brodie Harker leading David Dawes 10-4, so that's Murray Malley over Goulburn Murray 10-4. Brad Marin's just hit the front, but he is down probably 3 on the head, so he's in front 8-7, which is Brad Marin versus Brad Jenner. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields leading Northern Gateway, but as we say, Brad Jenner's just picked up at least 2, but I think it's 3. Alex Skilton promotes Matty O'Brien's bowl in. So that'll now be a 10-8 lead to Northern Gateway over Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. Benny MacArthur from Ballarat Highlands is leading Wimmera 7-5. Is it Gary Jamieson?
Gary Jamieson from Arrowdale.
And Mike Pearce from Mornington Peninsula, same initials, MPMP, trailing 2-4 to Strzelecki. Back to action here, and Toddy Matthews got the line dialed in, just probably 2.5, 3 feet short.
Morning, Mickey West. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, another good bowl here from Alex Skilton.
Yeah, that's 2 great bowls. First one knocked up Matty O'Brien. The next one just a little soft touch on the jack. Early days, but probably only 3 or 4. Morning, Brendan. That's a little funny, Chloe.
Oh, it's good bowling. Is that 5 at the moment? I think it is.
It is, yeah.
And the thing is, it doesn't look like there's a target. There's not a lot. I know Berger's looking here on the forehand, and he's got a couple of his teammates' bowls on the run-in, but it's awfully hard to dead draw with the other hand, so that could be the only option for him. It's a good thing the Northern Gateway guys have done is not created a target.
Mark Elliott showing a little bit of love for Gary Jamieson. You'll be pleased to know he's just picked up a 3 over on the far rink. It's the match against Benny MacArthur from Ballarat Highlands. It's pretty close over there. He now leads 8-7.
Tell you what, if anybody can play this shot and get a result, it is Burger.
Well, it's going to be contact, but... It's kind of one of those ones where you're sorry, not sorry, isn't it?
The funny thing is, I've seen him do it that far many times. It's not unlikely.
Well, it did get the best of results.
Oh, the ultimate result.
Yep. But once you're up, a little bit of
But
contact.
he was looking at it and he knew that was his only chance of maybe getting a result. He had no chance of drawing it the other way, so... Dylan's got a chance still.
Trying to go on to Matty O'Brien and pump this blue ball of Toddy Matthews through.
Coming now.
Oh.
Very close.
That was very close indeed.
I thought I was going to dig that last second.
Too wrapped up in how good this game is to update the scores.
No, I had it,
Apologies
but
for
I
that.
put a little backslash or forward slash next to it. And obviously, that
enter.
didn't trigger it. Jeez. I can't argue I've got a lot of fingers to stuff that up either time, but I did.
Oh.
I can't believe that he actually rolled that one in too.
There are many ways to get shot. From 5 down to 1 up, says Nino. And that adds another one in.
I think they all given up on it too.
Alex Skilton just having a bit of a giggle, and that is the best way to approach it. Because there's nothing that you can do when that sort of thing happens. I listened to the podcast, the Moonee Valley boys, on the way back home from the Vic Open. For those who haven't had a chance, I think it's Andrew May is the sports psych that Moonee Valley have been using.
Yes, correct.
Quite an interesting podcast. They talk about getting back to a 5, which if you imagine 1 is basically asleep at the desk and 10 is jumping around like a madman. There are times when you want to be 10 and times when you want to be 1, but when you get onto the mat, you want to be a 5, to paraphrase the podcast. So there'll be all those sorts of reminders from the Valley boys.
We get some good feedback about that last end, I know that. All I can say is he had the ultimate results. There's no doubt about it. But I'd argue he was also playing for those results. So, you know, it's probably a 1 in a million shot and he actually pulled them off.
Yep.
You know, so...
Didn't have a lot else on,
No.
but did get the ultimate result, no doubt.
Someone called it a fluke. I wouldn't call it a fluke. I just said it was the best result possible.
Yep.
But he actually played for it. I've seen Darren Burgess play enough to understand how he attacks and approaches the game.
Brad Marin likes a close game. 10-all over there. Match against Brad Jenner. Of course, he was beaten by J-Boy in the state singles 25-24. J-Boy went on to win the event. Alex Skilton just saying, I don't know if I threw it.
It's still going though.
Doesn't seem too bad pace-wise.
Wish I didn't throw it that far.
Yeah, it's good enough for shot. It's just a little bit short though, so accurate from Alex Skilton.
David Dawes has won 3 ends on the trot there. 3 singles. Tone. He's now trailing 7-10 to Brody Harker.
Yeah, Alex Skilton asked to add a foot. Marginally longer than that, but not lost out there. Got Josh from SEN helping us produce the show today. 2 Joshes on the desk. Make it interesting as to which one I'm talking to. But I'll go with JT and Josh. How's that sound? It's not that often I call you Josh anyway, is it really?
The only one it does is me mother. I'm usually in trouble.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Pretty regular occurrence, I'd imagine.
Maybe.
Josh, if we can get that head camera just down slightly. Dylan Fisher's back on the mat. Perfect. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we just need Alex Skilton to move his frame out of the way.
And it's not a big frame either.
No, big enough just to get in the road. Snapper just back cuts the jack slightly. I don't think it's changed. They're holding one. All bowls are a little bit allergic to the jack here. Probably the most room we've seen. Does it have the legs, JT?
It's close.
Not quite, I'd favour.
Morning, Alan. Hope you're well. Good day in Rochi. Well, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's only about a half an hour away, 40 minutes.
They do deserve a bit of good weather, Rochi. So Dylan Fisher just wandering up to the head, making sure they're aware of exactly what they want to do. Backhand with, forehand with a bit of purpose here.
Trying to lean Burgess last bowl.
Yeah, there was a bit of concern about where it was going to go if he did, but touch of indecision. Bendigo's lead has already laid the mat, so they think it's theirs. Don't fire him up, Rowdy.
He's barred. I put a bar on him.
There's about 4 or 5 bowls that could be shot here. 2 to Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. They now lead 8-5. We played 7 ends.
6, according to me.
7 according to the board here, so one of you is telling lies.
I'm backing myself because we haven't had a dead end.
It's true. And we've got scores in every box up to the 6. 6 ends, so the board's slightly wrong. No stress, I'm sure they'll fix that up pretty soon. While we go about these opening bowls, give some scores. Gary Jamieson and Benny MacArthur, so it's Wimmera and Ballarat Highlands locked at 8 shots apiece. Strzelecki 5, Mornington Peninsula 3. It's Craig Fisher leading Mike Pearce 5-3. The Battle of the Brads, Janna and Marin is still locked at 10 shots apiece on the scoreboard, so it hasn't been updated in a little bit. Brody Harker's skipped away to a slight lead here, 13-7 over David Dawes. That's Murray Melly leading Goulburn Murray. 13-7. David Dawes has just trickled in for shot. And the match next door for the women's state singles final will start in about 15 minutes time, 20 minutes time. That'll be the match of Sandbelt's Kelly McKieran up against West Coast's Rebecca McMahon, BJ McMahon. We'll switch across to that at the conclusion of this game.
Braden, I'm one to have a crack and say who's going to win what, and don't mind having a dip at prediction. I'm going to say this game's going to go to an extra end, so that'll make it an entertaining game. And then I'll go Northern Gateway on the extra end.
Mm-hmm.
And the Champ of Champs, it's hard up to go past J by Norris. But I'm going to throw one out there, and this could be considered a little bias. If anyone, I reckon that Brody Harker is more than capable of winning the Champ of Champs. Todd, awfully close here. Oh, probably just needed a fuller contact. He thinned off it more than anything and then scooted out of the head. He was right in the area.
Tell you what, JT, there's some powerful drives out there. Brady Harker's just let one rip. The very rink next door, Brad Marin's let one rip. Give it a fair old roost, these boys.
Don't think Burger's quite there. Good line. Only lacked a foot to count nearly. Brad did make a prediction yesterday that he was going to put the jack over the fence. Brad Marin, that is, and he just about did that.
Wasn't far off. Andrew Brown was sitting down the back on a seat 2.5 rinks away, up and about, ready to catch.
Don't think Dylan's quite there either.
He's not far off, but just same thing as Burger, just a foot or two short. Good evening to Mike Watts over from Aberystwyth in Wales. Nice to have you watching. This is, of course, State Championships for 2024 here at Bendigo East. Men's triples action. 18 ends scheduled. They played 6. These two teams having a great tussle in almost perfect conditions.
He played better weight than Berger, but he just happened to be tighter. Chance here for Dylan to add to the 2 already and make it 3.
Brody Harker picks up another couple next door. Two to Northern Gateway is now 7-8 after 7 ends. Brody Harker now leading 15-7 over David Dawes.
I think it's 15-9.
15-9, is it?
I think.
They haven't updated the board, so we've
Every second end they do, so...
find out right now as it gets updated by Rodney Bates, who's marking that 15-8.
It's 15-8 actually.
Yep. And Brad Jano's just snuck his nose in front, 11-10 over Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields, as we call an umpire here for a jack length. No.
We've scored 7 ends for you guys. Right. Dylan flipped it over.
Just confirming the number of ends. Alex Skilton has confirmed what you said, JT. There hasn't been a dead end, so heading this way, it's got to be only 7. Which he very quickly put his skipper in and said, well, Dylan must have buggered it up then. Jack's in by very close to a foot. Excellent jack roll from Matty O'Brien. Not sure why they were ever in doubt. Other scores, Gary Jamieson from Wimmera, 10-8 over Benny MacArthur from Ballarat Highlands. Craig Fisher still leading Mike Pearce ever so slightly, 5-3. Pretty handy leading, JT.
Yeah, no, he's been leading quite well.
Not a a bad response. Just lays down Matty O'Brien's bowl. Now you've got your 15-9 JT. David Dawes picks up a single next door.
Talking to the Shreslecki boys yesterday who played against BCG in the semi-final team, they reckon Toddy Matthews was the man in that game. They reckon he was phenomenal.
It's a pretty sound technique. There's not a lot that can go wrong.
You just got to clear Lees and he's awfully close.
Yeah,
What a
well
bowl.
played. Holding a couple. Nice of you to organise a flyover in formation, JT. 3 planes up there, all in formation to see
Alex Skilton
find
what
the
a
hole.
bowl.
2 down to 1 up. Amazing stuff here at Bendigo East. The Royal Bendigo Air Force doing a flyover. Alex Skilton finding holes. Trailing Jack through them.
Toddy not far away.
It's a very good effort, JT.
Flops, it's probably shot.
It'll be very close.
Should be the shot.
Yeah. Susan Howes marking a few rinks over JT, was made a life member on Monday night of the Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields region. Testament to all the work she's put in over many years. Not a bad response here, JT.
Yeah,
As
very
cool
good
as you
burger.
like.
Yeah, Mitch, I mentioned that Toddy's only still reasonably new, and I only found out a couple of days ago that Lee worked with him at the harness club. And I mentioned earlier, Mitch, they're up there with some of the hardest practices I've seen.
Congrats on your run at the Adelaide Masters too, Mitchie.
Dylan looking to arrive, get the bowl, get the jack. Didn't do any damage though.
nearly very close to damage.
Morning, short man. Hope you're well.
Part of your State Fours winning rink from last year.
Carried me.
I say nothing.
Burgess nearly played another one here, Tone.
Yeah, two good bowls.
If he touches
again.
it, he nearly was going to bring
Oh,
Toddy's
yeah.
other bowl in too.
Could have been superb. They'll peel out two and they'll just have a look to see if this is three. Well, Skilts has only taken out one.
Yeah,
so
no,
must be
that was closer than
we-
you thought, that one, I thought.
I'm going to say it's definitely two. Brody Harker's bowling pretty well, a couple of rinks over JT. 17-9 now over David Dawes. Holding probably two. Yeah, so that other white one's definitely in. Now we'll just see if this is another half a shot.
And 18's burger? Yeah. Yep. 18's. Yep.
You'd think he would listen to me, Shorty, but I don't know. Every time I say something, he says, listen, I'm the Commonwealth Games gold medalist. You just keep quiet, sunshine.
What are we talking about?
No, nothing, JT. Oh, I'm glad you're back, JT.
Oh, I just had to
Sorry,
make
I
sure
didn't-
the score
didn't know
was
you were back.
sorted. I think they all had it wrong. Dylan had the wrong ends. Berger had the wrong score for Northern Gateway. If I wasn't here to get them all on the line, the place would be falling apart.
I think in Berger's defence, Dylan might have had it wrong and Berger didn't care. Yeah, Lyle, this screen is close to the best. Hardly a blemish in it. It's playing probably 16 seconds. Good finish. Good turn both hands. And we're seeing what quality players can do.
Brilliantly, Graham. Brilliant. Matty O'Brien.
All part of the service, Gibbo. Hope you're going well too, mate.
Good call, Casper.
Oh, Casper. I just gotten over that. Thursday night footy doesn't count. Nobody ever looks at Thursday night footy results. Everyone knows a round starts Friday night.
Toddy Matthews. Good correction here. Just got a drop now. It's the shot.
Should be quite funny, I reckon, to mic up the Northern Gateway players. Some funny banter, and I think we'd all learn a thing or two around shot selection and tactics.
My only concern is a slip of the tongue here and there.
Yeah, we'd have to have the mute button or the dump button going
Or a time delay.
every now and again, yes. That's all part of the fun.
Maybe we need a separate channel where that's allowed. Yeah.
It'd be interesting viewing.
Because I'd fit in with that stream from a commentary sense too.
Well, one where you can say whatever you like.
Yeah. Darren Burgess. Awfully close again. Oh, he didn't. He just thinned it. Dylan's going to play the same shot he asks Alex Skilton to play. Nice and firm for the bowl of the jack. And Skilts is just covering the camera. Dead end.
Skilts just realised he was right in the way. It's the other thing I think we'd hear a fair bit of is sorry. Very quick to say it, players, when they make a bad shot in teams events. No use saying it at singles, you've got no one to talk to, but teams events, no one wants to let their teammates down. Very quick to say sorry.
Probably use more choice words for myself when I'm playing singles anyway, Tone.
Might have been a few yesterday.
Couple.
I said I wouldn't say anything.
No, you have.
Well, that was it. That was all I've said.
It's all right. I'll throw myself out there early anyway. Cop it on the chin early.
Yeah, well, the bad news for you is it's not too far away that the big bear, Jimmy Whitehead's going to come in here.
The man who can fight a small grizzly bear. Please.
Have to be a very small bear.
It's, as Shorty actually said the other day, it'd have to be a koala bear. I'm not even sure he'd beat a koala bear.
I think he'd get distracted fighting a small bear, Jimmy. Big bear fighting a small bear. So we can see the roll-up just underway on the rink next door. Those with keen eyes will see that's Kelly McKieran representing Sandbelt. Runner-up in the world singles in recent times. She's up against Rebecca McMahon, BJ McMahon, who I think is about 235 games for Victoria in years gone by. Made a bit of a comeback to bowls and finds herself in a state singles final representing West Coast. As soon as this match is finished, we will move our focus over there. Done the staggered start this morning as much as we can. We've pushed it as late as we can to try and get both matches in. So. And naturally, that'll be live scored on Bowlslink as Brodie Harker picks up another couple of shots. He now leads 19-11. Brad Janner's just got a little margin on Brad Marin, 16-11. So that's Northern Gateway leading Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. Gary Jamison, 13, is leading Benny MacArthur, 10. I can't see the Strzelecki Mornington Peninsula scoreboard.
10-5 in favour of Strzelecki.
Okay. We see Toddy Matthews now, looking to sit, roller jack back. Been an interesting game, this one, never too much in it.
No, it's been fantastic.
Jimmy versus the kangaroo, be no chance of that either.
Have you seen that video of the guy who's running along in his car and he finds the dog holding, the kangaroo holding his dog? He gets out and gives it a right jab. It's one of the best videos getting around.
Years ago, though, I think, yeah. Yeah, spot on, Sean, just waiting for the red carpet. He won't come out. He's a bit like Floyd Mayweather now. He won't come out until there's security around him.
Toddy's just, speed's good, just at a fraction high. It is coming late though, as we know on the screen.
Flops
Look at that,
in.
flops around.
Well played. Coming away from the clubhouse, we've seen some really good ends. It's not far away, JT. Just got to run.
Skilts, photo shot.
Beautiful. No change there from Burgelicious. Jada Marie asking, how is Sarah Ashby going? Sarah Ashby and her nan are up 11 zip after 6 ends. So they're going well, is the answer to that question. All these matches being scored on Bowlslink. You can jump on and follow end by end scores. We are very happy to give them out, so if there's any you're after, by all means jump in the comments and let us know.
I don't even know how to take that question, Chippy. Reddy, that's a good question, that one, Reddy. I think Brownie, well, if it is the same hat, he does wear it often.
Yep.
Greenkeeping, watching, playing bowls. Jeez, that burger was close again.
By much. Brody Harker now got along to 22-11 over David Dawes. He's holding a couple on the head as well, so playing very well. Is your pick to win it, JT? That's, of course, Murray Malley over Goulburn Murray, 22-11.
I'd argue, and I have been keeping a bit of an eye on it, that he actually should be more in front. I think he's been far more consistent. Just Dorsey's played a very good bowl his last bowl a fair few times in that match.
Fair call. Good effort there from Snapper, but no change. So that'll be 1 to Northern Gateway. It's now 10-8 in favour of Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. We played 9 ends. We are halfway through this match. And that signals me to get out of the commentary position and bring in the man with the freshly shampooed hair. It's Jimmy Whitehead.
Thanks, Tane. Don't steal me thunder, because that's the one thing I'm going to lean on if he goes hard. Yeah, but not the way you settled it.
It's a normal thing.
Jimmy.
Afternoon.
It's morning, but anyway.
Just testing you. Close one here then, mate.
That's been a great game. And look, I made the call early. It was going to go to extra ends.
Extra end.
Extra end, you know what I mean.
Short 8, it's happening. Some cracking games going on front and back and of this joint. The men's singles at the back, some real close ones. There's only one that's real not close, and Tyson Cromie getting hold of Matty Curter. Scored 3 fours in the opening 3 ends to Tyson.
Really?
Yeah, and the first 2 ends were good fours, and then Matty Curter got a bit stiff on the 3rd end, but won't repeat what I heard him shout out.
I know Matty well. I can only imagine.
Did make me chuckle as well. Great bowls this from Matty O'Brien. That is leading of the highest quality. Women's singles final, you can just see getting started next door. Rebecca McMahon picking a 3 up first end over Kelly McCarrahan. Reminder, we'll...
Got to start scoring that one now, Jimmy.
Yeah, we staggered the start times of the games this morning in the hope that we can move the cameras over and catch last 2/3 of that women's singles game. Anyone been the difference so far in this, or is it just real tight and they're all contributing?
There was one in there where the Northern Gateway boys nearly played the end to perfection, I'd argue. They had
front toucher,
4 or
back toucher,
5, yeah, right.
I heard.
And then Berger played the only shot he could play, and it was still a 1,000,001 shot, but he actually got it flush. So, and a fair chunk of luck about it, but the fact that he did try and play it, you know. And then his last one, he rolled up a bowl that I think everyone had given up on.
Yeah, right.
So that went from being 5 down to 2 up.
Yeah, changed the whole complexity.
Outside that, it's been a real tight affair. Everybody's changed their heads up. You know, the leaders are going good. Skippers are turning heads over.
Tony Matthews. And then that one right to the back of the rink. Yeah, but disappointing with them skills. Still 2 to the boys from Northern Gateway though.
He looks better here, Toddy Matthews. Awfully close.
Got to be in the area, surely.
The only thing though, it's not turning or whipping hard back this way on the backhand.
Yeah, okay.
Couple bowls have sort of just hung more than we've probably seen for the week. Still good rank, but just not turning late like it has been.
Could see the flag at the end of this green in the corner, right by where the boys are now. Just the left of the screen, as you see that, he's going across, sort of right to left of the rink as we go down here. So that's probably why. Fighting a tiny bit of breeze coming back. Blushaw.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Snapper's cooking a bit here as well, I know. Oh, everyone bar Matty O really struggling on this. Three to David Dawes against Brody Harker. 22-14 there, 16 apiece in the Brad Murran, Brad Janner game as Berger goes close here, JT.
Oh, he's nearly done the job.
Yeah, he's pretty close to grabbing shot there. Manages to touch both of Matty O'Brien's bowls.
Plays that floating swing shot really good.
Kelly McCarran's off the mark next door, 3-1. Women's singles final now. It's Rebecca McMahon. Gotta be narrow.
Fair call, Loey. I like that one. Burger's like a fine wine.
He's a ripper. Such a good bloke. A very good lawn bowler.
Can he add? Just going a little bit.
Yeah. Might sit the inside of that bowl of Muddies though. Goes close, but don't think he does. Yep, just the one. He's made it all happen with his first. And we're a couple down. He's turned that around. So 11-8 they'll lead through 10. 18 ends this men's triples final. So fair way to go. As Berger pulls him in for a bit of a chat. Other scores on this screen. Wimmera lead Ballarat 14-13. Strzelecki 12-6 up over Mornington Peninsula, both of them. Men's champion and champion singles. Northern Gateway BCG 16 all. What a cracker that looks like. Brad Janner's a very good singles player. I think he might have just dropped 2 there. Maybe 1. No, 2. So 18-16 to Brad Murran over him now.
Could be another score to go on that too, because most of the scores are updating every second, Jimmy, so wait till Lorraine flicks that over. Wayne, not 25 ends, 25 up singles. Our champions or singles games up.
Start from leg. short with that one, Lee, so gives Maddie an opportunity. Playing this weird length of Matt's right up. Jack's not all the way back. Around this sort of patch on the green they do. Just roll on a bit the bowls. Todd Matthews looks pretty good out. Yeah, great stuff. Great bowl. Touches it back to the one of Lee's as well. Jack's still there though. Alex Skilton can land anything out. Either two of the bowls or the Jack. Just be trying to arrive. There you go. He looks okay. Start turning now. Great effort. One in the head for him. Still two to the home side. Bendigo East. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields region.
Was that a 4 for BJ?
Yeah, it must have been, mate. 7-1. She leads Kelly McCarran next door.
Brad Maron's got away there too.
Yeah, he's just picked another 2 up, so he's 23-16 now. Toddy Matthews again adds another in here.
I reckon Brody was holding match there and Dawsey killed the end. Just catching up on some of the live scoring.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it for sure, mate. The greens have been fantastic. Even a mug like me can play well on them. Isn't that right, JT?
Yeah, I can't knock that.
Alex Skilton. It's one piece.
Yeah, what a bowl. This has been a cracking match.
He normally turns up to a live stream game, does Alex Skilton. Seen him play very well.
I reckon the only time I've seen him play not that well
Grand final.
was this year's grand final. Otherwise, he's...
I will let him know about that over.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
But I do rate him. He's a very, very good long bowler. As is this guy about to bowl it.
Narrow.
Nah, they're looking at it hard.
Told you.
Yeah, a bowl narrow.
Oh, mate. When you're seeing them as well as I'm seeing them.
Something I'm not doing. I'm not seeing them at all. Jeez, Maron's now 24 against Brad Jenner.
Yeah, it was 16-11 down as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's gone 3-2. Well, again, I'm not actually exactly sure of the numbers because I'm just, doing him every second end.
Is that bowler Skilts sorry, Dylan's tell that Skilts has got shot?
Well, I assumed it was shot.
I don't know, from the two angles I can see, the TV screen and the side of the green that we're on, I don't favour it, but that bowl from Dylan's tells me they do have shot.
Well, the other problem is what Dylan was trying to do is if Berger gets a jacker in the corner,
Yeah,
he's made 3 or 4. So I think he was trying to cover.
Mate, he's made probably... If he gets it in the right spot, he'll make 5.
Yeah. He's only bowled narrow last time. Can he correct?
That's a wider line.
He's higher. Don't know if he's getting down, though. It's coming now, though.
Here he goes.
It's coming now, though.
Oh, wow. That is incredibly
Got his
stiff.
own.
No movement of any other bowl either except his own.
He's on the back end. He's
Yeah.
going to try and split the gap.
Yeah, Skilts reckon he could see it, and he said, yeah, I'd clap very loudly if you got it, Doug. And he's not going to be required to clap for this. It will be the one. So the goals from the Moonee Valley Bowls Club in Northern Gateway region. 11 ends played. 11-9 the score. Poised for a cracking final third. This men's triples final.
Brody Harker's got at least one. He needs 2 to go out. He didn't bring the mat with him. I think he thought he had 2.
It looks like 2. He's lining that measure up, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, Brody Harker will be in to the quarterfinals, kicking off just after lunch.
Looks like Tice is already through too, according to the comments.
Yeah, he had a big lead when I left, 27 up. As I came in a commentary, so he's continued that on.
What did Kelly McKieran get there? 1. Toddy Matthews is standing in the way.
Rude.
How dare he? Brad Marin's 1. Jeez, that is incredible.
Yeah.
It was 16-11, and he scored 14 straight shots in the space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ends. That might be our next live stream match.
Sounds like a pretty good game, that. Brody Harker v Brad Marin. Trying this longer length. Guys from Northern Gateway just sprayed a couple. Money out.
No one's really nailed it yet.
Just want to go be the closest.
Yeah, great bowler, Graham.
Matty O'Brien stay on at the back here, it did. So just off screen is Matty O'Brien's deep. So connection on that last bowl, up and over the jack, will push it towards where that bowl is. Probably just wants a good second here, don't know.
We'll play weight where it's staying around, hanging around.
Close. Just a bit quick. Skilt saw the Hollywood shot. See Ali playing Monopoly. Back of the rink there.
I know. I play that game too.
What is it?
Oh, it's some stupid game. I don't
Did you
know.
play against others or?
Not really.
Yeah, okay.
Kelly McKieran, great bowl.
Yeah, next door, Belize Jack.
Right, what's Toddy doing here? Fraction quick. Is he going to stay on though? Yes, and a probably pretty good home too, Jimmy. It's not too bad, Alex Skilton. He's going to be a very good second. Very good second.
Does it make it harder for him to get shot now?
Well,
though?
maybe. I mean, depends how adventurous they are. They might look at it on the forehand.
Yeah, it's the only way I can really see it.
If
now
you have
for-
if you have a couple seconds, which I believe they do, that's probably the shot.
ditch weight.
Yeah, you could split that gap and try and get the outside edge of the bowl, move it out of the head without touching the jack. But Toddy's got a chance of cutting it back now anyway and making 2. Probably wants to drop a yard on his last.
Yeah, reasonable. Decent home. Doesn't have the trip, does he?
No, I think. Well, he probably obviously looked like he backed himself to draw it, which that hand can do. It's a sweepy hand.
Neither of these guys are able to find any sort of continued dominance. There's only been one example through the 11 ends we've played where someone's won 2 ends in a row.
Correct. That's how even the match has been.
Nothing over a couple of 3s scored, mainly 1s and 2s.
I reckon Burgess quick.
Yeah, it was in the hunt, just a fraction too
Fraction
quick.
quick. Very similar to Snapper's Bowl.
Could have made a few there for his ring, but it'll just be the one to the boys from Bendigo East. 12-9. After 12, they lead. 6 ends left to play. Reasonable start.
Yep.
Anyhow, Brian looks pretty good here. Drops one on it.
I think whichever of the two leads plays the best in the last 6 ends will dictate who wins this match, Jimmy. I think it'll go a long way.
Yeah, it's a good tussle already this end. Eddie O'Brien with a slight advantage.
Another good one, Jimmy. Another good one.
Can he miss the jack, go under to that back bowl? He does miss
When
the
it goes
jack.
there, it goes at right angles.
That went. Two goodies though. Good opening exchanges from both leads. Matthews. Clip the back one of Lee Graham's. Hang around as well. Burgess is still one down. But it's a better looking head for them now with that riding behind the jack.
Wow, any jack movement's good for them, isn't it?
That's why Skilton's probably got to do it first, though.
Well, he plays weight to try and just turn it, and he misses. He gets to a good home.
Let's just start bending now.
Ooh.
Good effort.
Toddy Matthews can play it first. Would put a lot of pressure on the Northern Gateway side.
If he gets this.
Yep.
Big bowl, this. Context of the game. Feels wide to me. Tips. Money over.
2 now to the Northern Gateway team.
Still got to get some form of...
Best results just sliding in under Matty's jack high bowl.
Or promoting Matty's through and staying where Matty's is.
Don't seem to be wide enough.
He's frustrated with himself there, Skilts. He's shaking his head. Beating himself up. Probably wants to get some sun cream on as well, to be honest.
That comment's already been made earlier. It was literally in the first 5 minutes of the stream. You have one guess who it come from too.
Chippy.
Yep.
As if he's not a guy that needs sun cream wherever he goes as well.
I'm surrounded by pasty people.
They're interested. Can't quite see for Lee.
You might get to that and flop.
Burger. Oh, gets a pizza Matty O's.
Thumbs
And-
up from Toddy. I don't know if that means it's shot or not.
Yeah.
They're happy with it anyway. Again, it still gives them chances because they've still got everything sort of directly behind it.
They've got nothing. Looking at the head now, back and to the left.
No.
Northern Gateway. There's not a lot of options for them, bar a cold dead draw here.
If anyone's capable of doing it, it is Dylan though.
It's out on a
Seems
wide line.
high.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
That's really good home.
That's
It's a really good home.
second proles really for him without grabbing shot. Swoops so late that bowl as well.
Still no danger here for Berg. If Berg wants to arrive with 2 feet, a yard, he can get the bowl out clean and or sort of jack down the line. They've got it sort of a fair contingency of bowls there. It's only speed. Close. Very
to get
close.
Matty O'Brien's jack goes with it and across and
He made
probably made 2.
2.
Yeah.
Definitely 1.
Great shot from...
He said he had chances with a lot of things there.
It was all happening then. Get a replay on that.
Nah, Josh says nah.
Well, they're calling shots. I can't see. Jack's into corners and whatnot. I think he's just going to...
I think the key thing is don't underplay it.
Yeah, rumble up.
Yep. At least if they overplay it, you got chances of going through with it.
Doesn't need to be at full speed, but ditch weight. Buy a ticket to the raffle. Oh, he's done more than that. Here we go.
Great hit.
Jack goes all the way over from rink 6 to nearly rink 2. Went completely square. And we get the opportunity of playing that wonderful end again. Good hit from Dill. He's got proper game face on. Snap up. Proper game face. Didn't even break a smile then.
Benny MacArthur over on the far rinks now taking a 21-15 lead over Gary Jamieson from Wimmera. Craig Fisher's leading 14-10 over Mike Pearce.
In the world's slowest game of men's singles I've ever seen in my life.
It's overly critical, Jim, but, you know.
I'm not saying slow's a bad thing.
Sounded negative to me.
Playing on the rink I dusted you up on last night, JT.
Yeah, it's somewhere over that way. That part of the green's no good.
Nah, not for you. Start from Lee Graham. Perfect start almost. Gets the touch as well. (10-3) in the women's singles final next door the way of Rebecca McMahon from West Coast over Kelly McCarrahan. Reminder all, we staggered the start of that to move the cameras, but still got 6 ends left to go here, so might only get the closing stages, don't know. But how quick that game moves.
And Benny MacArthur has defeated Gary Jamieson, 25-15.
I just quickly forgot about that triples game from yesterday.
Be interesting if Ben got to play Brody because they're cousins.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. In the zone here, Todd Matthews.
Toddy Matthews.
Where's that Jack going if he gets
No,
it?
no Jack. Made a couple.
Yeah, good shot that. Very good shot. Leaves Alex Skilton with a fair bit of work to do here.
Yeah, probably really.
Follow him down.
Oh, yeah. There's a shot there.
Yeah, well, Matty O'Brien's back right at the Jack as well. Look at it. There he is. Just got to hang on
It's
a bit.
going to go now.
Got to hang on a bit. Possibly was a good miss in the end. You don't want
Didn't want to back edge it back the other
to,
way.
yeah, back down the
Would
line.
have taken any of their back bowls sort of out of it as well.
It's turning the screw out, the locals. Good again. Very good again. Great shots from Toddy Matthews.
Great bowling.
I don't know how he never touched the Jack there. He kind of skirted around and didn't want to touch it. Skilts is going to try and
Backhand
smash
runner.
this to pieces.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going very, very well for the boys from Bendigo as this end. Holding
3.
very good 3.
Perfect scenario for Berger. He's got nothing to lose in this scenario. just that full draw, try and change the shape of the head. If he happens to get the jack around the corner and he plays weight, that finishes in a good home.
Feel this could be a Tallinn end now, depending on what.
I just think Toddy's calling him backhand, but I actually see it as forehand. I think Burgess sees it as forehand too.
He's trying to paint the picture, Todd.
Burgess keep going. He's playing forehand.
He overruled him.
Wow, when you're the skipper, you got that ability.
Big end now in the context of this game. It's
Gone for the backest.
What are you worried about that? If you're only going one down at the back?
Might make Dylan second guess himself. Probably won't, but
Resets. Hit last end, and he's going to hit again. Oh, gets two out. Good result. Not the ultimate result, but a good result.
Better than what it was for him.
Is it now 2 or 1? Could be 2.
I don't know.
Could be 2. Will probably be 2, maybe 3 after this one.
You back Burger to draw that?
Yeah. You're going to have to hurry, though.
Oh, we muzzed him. The old commentary jinx.
Back to the draw, says Skilts. Well, it's either 1 or 2, which is a lot better than the 3 or 4 it was after 4 Dill's first bowl. So, back on the draw. It will just be the 1 in the end. 2 good bowls from Dylan Fisher. But the guys from Bendigo East extend their lead to 13-9. After 13 ends, come for another bit of a chat, JT. And that's only the second time in this game someone has won back-to-back ends.
Still think we're going to go to an extra MGB. It's just my prediction. Is that one of our BL's Victoria board members sitting over there on the chair, Jimmy? Kaz Rothwell?
Sure, he's watching Courtney next door. Not Courtney, Kelly, sorry, next door. Courtney's on the other green.
Handy bowl from Lee Graham.
Yeah, he's dialing in. Cast this one alright though, all on his speed now.
Yeah, good leading, Matty O.
Change Mario over that well. Try and add that foot. So, short with his first.
Coming now.
Yeah, should come from here beautifully. Good stuff from Matty O'Brien.
Yeah, great leading.
Side toucher. What does Skilts do here, JT?
He doesn't want to fatten it up, so I'm thinking he might go backhand, try and draw it that way. It doesn't fatten up if he plays that hand. Try and get to the bowl of Lee Graham's. Slacked a couple feet.
Yeah, like a bit of everything, to be honest, that one. Close here. Close here. Tidy Matthews.
What a
What
bowl.
a shot. Great bowl from him.
He's played some real telling bowls in this match.
Yeah, good shape. Just play the same bowl as what Todd's just played.
First part's good.
Mm.
Coming now, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Coming now, Jimmy.
There we go. Alex Skilton, wrong side of that bowl. Wrong angle on it.
Probably wanted to be another mil, 2 mils
Yeah.
over and would have hit it out of the head instead of turning it.
Just got the outside edge rather than it flush or inside. Locked it in at the back now as well.
Kelly's starting to dial in next door too, Jimmy. She's won the last couple of ends and she's got 2 super close ones next to BJ McMahon. Burger, don't be narrow. Then he goes, don't be narrow and short.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was both. Still gonna do. Just try and draw it cold.
I think so. First putt's all right.
Yeah.
Coming now.
Needs a speed. That's Matty O's in
Flops
front.
it
We can
once,
sit
it
it
should
down.
do it.
Yeah, good enough. Should be good enough. Gets a couple of high fives from his teammate, so looks to have been good enough.
Still think there's a shot there for Berger on the backhand. The white bowl at the front that's in his line is his Lee Graham's bowl, his teammate's bowl, and he could be just underneath getting to the shot bowl. No danger in just being there.
Wow.
tie.
Wow.
Oh. Wasn't a mad celebration, but funny enough, Tony Matthews said you called it, which meant Berger must have said, "Oh, I reckon I'm turning that one in."
Does he go his last bowl here, Dylan? Because there's a threat.
There's a plant
on.
there. There is a plant.
And it'll pop that last bowl out the head.
Could even take the one of Toddy Matthews that was turned in behind it as well too. He's not though. Not quick. Wait.
Oh, here we go.
Close.
Here we go. He's going to get that plant, JT. Oh, he stood Maddie's up and down. Still one down, I think, by that reaction. Yeah, 14-9 now. 5 the difference with 4 ends left to play.
I thought he might have played quicker.
Yeah. 2 more to Kelly next door, JT. 10-8 that one now. The way of Rebecca McMahon. Yeah, he's really dialing in here, Lee Graham. There's a speed on this for Matty O'Brien. It's pretty good, JT. Great response.
Yeah, good bowling.
Cracking lead bowling.
Lee Graham not far away again.
Yeah,
Good home.
good stuff from the front two here. Another good one from Matty as well. One in behind now, so both leads ticking both boxes really. One on and that one behind.
What do you reckon? He got to nearly win 3 out of the last 4 ends to win this game, you reckon, Jimmy?
At least 2, hey.
They'd
And
have
they're
to
gonna
be
start
2 really
scoring.
huge ones to compare to the opposition and only minimise ones if that was the case.
Yeah, the way the guys from Bendigo East are bowling, doesn't look like there's too many numbers on offer, hey?
No. You just don't know how heads end up shaping up and all the rest of it, but I think you're spot on with that.
Skilton's got to be close here, JT. Got to be close. Great
Yeah,
shot.
great bowl. Kelly McKieran holding 3 good ones over next door as well too, Jim.
Yeah. Burger sort of saying we're probably 2 down here now. Toddy Matthews, great shot from Alex Skilton. They're the bowls they're going to need. They're going to need Toddy Matthews to miss every now and again as well. He seems to, if he does miss with his first, he's normally pretty handy with his second.
I reckon he likes it.
He's got the old stalk going on. He's got to hold on a little bit longer here. Oh, what a shot from Toddy Matthews. It's only 1 down now. It's a sensational effort. It's that great sound of the jack jar in between 2 balls. Like, awesome shot.
He just plays with good speed.
Yeah, you're
His
right.
bowl's always roundabouts. Still don't think, whilst that's a good home, I don't think that changes Burgess' shot.
So you are off your chops.
So what we've actually done is staggered the start time so we can start this match and finish this match and then get to the finish of the ladies singles match so we can do both side. It's a poor call from your end.
Yeah, and like, there's no weight on a singles over a triples. They're all state championships.
We do a pretty good job of trying to mix everything up. Country, metro, women, men.
Could have been here.
What's that?
Didn't Sue lose to Rebecca McGuire yesterday?
Burger roundabouts again.
Close. What a shot.
I think he's made 2 out of that.
What a shot. That's a phenomenal shot. Again, I'm running out of ways to say good ball. Same as yesterday.
Kelly get then? I reckon she must have got 2 again.
Yeah, I agree. She's pretty close to level
Can't
again.
see because of the boys, the
10
BCG
all.
boys.
10 all. Can
They
see it
just-
on the camera.
Yeah. Forgot about the camera.
Ooh. Sinanda Dylan. No, Mitch, we can get 6 people on a live stream as opposed to 2 by streaming the triples final, so more people. Genius.
Look, end of the day, you know, we'll never win. There'll be always someone unhappy about the way we do it.
Simply.
And for those watching, I'd argue they're pretty happy with the way this match has been going too, Jimmy. It's been a fantastic match.
Well, didn't stick around to get in the way, just turned at the end, so...
All right, big bowl here.
Mm-hmm.
Massive bowl.
It's not too wide. Couple of great shots from Toddy Matthews and Darren
That's
Burgess,
one.
just the one. So still live this game, 15-9, 3 to go. You think the Mooney boys are going to have to win all
Well,
3 of them.
They're going to have to win the last 3.
Bendigo boys have won the last 4, all singles.
Yep. It's probably the only thing have kept the Gateway boys in the game.
Yeah,
is the fact
yeah.
they've only limited singles for a fair chunk of the match.
I mean, that head was pretty tight. Yeah, another good start from Lee. Playing some good bowls.
Handy starter, Matty Ho.
This is a bit quick here, Maddie.
That slow match has just got slower. Both guys are headed off to the toilet, Jimmy. Right, how's Toddy tracking here?
Handy spot. Scouts is going to have to try and draw a couple now.
Yep.
Kelly's picked a 4 up next door, JT. She leads 14-10 now. Come right back.
She had a bit of a
Swung
slow
that one
start, 7-1 down, and then she scored 13 to 3 since. Toddy Matthews not far away here, Jimmy. Not far away here at all.
Good. Oh, little edge was great for him as well.
Right, what can Skilts do?
Needs to do some at JT.
Man of his talent.
Burger can shut this end down now.
Oh yeah, if he tries a jack. 1 foot, 2 feet. And he'll be trying to do it too.
I'm trying to be quiet because the players are fairly close to us. Don't want to put them off.
The first part of Burgers Bowl is actually not bad, Jimmy.
He's having a good trot after it as well, mate.
Second part's pretty good too, Jimmy.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff.
We didn't really move that far, but it's made it awfully hard to get shot.
Oh, this is in the centre 8. He's asking it to land the blue.
Oh, that was his second resort, I think, because he knew he was under the head. He just needed something to work for him. I think Burger will have to go back and try and split those bowls down the back, because they are 4 down to the back now, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's
You don't need to add. You don't need to make it, you get 1 here.
Yep.
You're 7 up 2 to play.
Yep.
You drop 4.
He's smart enough to know that as well.
Absolutely. Switches the forehand. He's playing the way to do it. He's a bit tighter than I thought he was going to be. And he's put it right at the back, Jimmy.
Yeah, good stuff from Burger. Just trying to minimise any potential issues That might arise for him in his rink if Dylan gets this right.
So now Dill's got to play the harder shot, which is getting the jack to move a certain distance versus...
Yeah, anywhere.
Yep. There is also another part of the danger or the situation, and that is their closest bowler is the one of Matty O's on the line. He doesn't want to chip that out of the head.
Trying to draw it off clean.
It's 2 out.
They're getting pretty close to winning this. And the goals from Bendigo East.
Two.
17-9. 8 shots. 2 ends to play. Sorry.
Yeah, we played 16. I just didn't update the ends last end.
Got me confused for a second.
Yeah, sorry. Kelly's got another 2 or 3 next door as well.
She's 16-10 up.
Well, I said 2 have already been taken out. They're measuring for the 3rd.
So 2's already on for that 16.
Yeah, no. Ali's...
Put his monopoly down for a second. He's pretty good on that scoreboard, is what you're saying.
2 at his.
It's a 16-10 Kelly will lead next door. In the just as important, equally prestigious women's singles final that we will move the cameras over to. Don't want to offend anyone these days.
Yeah, it might be after this end, the way things
Yeah.
are going. I'm going to have to stop making predictions because any prediction I'm making, it's going the opposite way. So I'm mozzing people. It's just the type of week I'm having, Jim. Letting you beat me, getting locked out of my hotel room this morning, mozzing players. What could go wrong next?
I do take a slight umbrage to letting me beat you. I just outplayed you, mate.
Yeah, tomato, tomato. That men's
Singles
champions match. It could be the last one out of
It's
yet.
still got another hour and a half to run, I reckon. Already been going for 2 hours. Neither of them look like going in any particular hurry. Why not? Maximise your day out in state champs.
It is 17-14 in favour of Craig Fisher from Strzelecki over Mike Pearce from Mornington Peninsula. What's going on at the back, Jimmy? Can you give me any score updates from it there?
Oh no. A few of the singles games are done out the back.
What about the ladies' pairs matches?
Let's have a look at the ladies' pairs. Cass Millerick and Liv Cartwright are 14-10 up with an end to go. Golden Murray lead Gippsland 13-6 with 4 ends to go.
They're going slow.
Yeah, West Coast 16-7 down after 11 against Northern Gateway. Ladies from Yarra 18-5 down against Ballarat Highlands after 12.
Toddy Matthews.
Great stuff.
Yeah, he actually tried it too far. It just scooted along that jack then.
Yeah, the benefit for yeah, we can hear what Dylan's saying. You got to try and sink this skilt, get it to the back right of the rink, or back left as we look at it from behind the head.
How's he going?
Ooh. Does he start going? No. No. So I need to pick at least a 2 up here, the guys from Northern Gateway, to take us to another end. Currently not going to do that. If they do sink the jack,
There'd be a sneaky chance of getting a 3 or 4.
I've seen crazier things happen, but it's going to have to be pretty crazy from out.
Yep.
So what we will do when we're moving over to the women's singles finals, we will cut the stream for a minute or two and restart it straight after as we move the camera. So
Toddy's trying to bury this match himself.
he
was trying to turn the jack on top of it.
He could see himself as a hero for a second there. You could tell as his speed picked up running down the green. He's like, oh, what are you, lads?
I thought he was in a running race for half a second.
Yeah, I thought he was going to beat his bowl to the head. Great stuff. And Skilt's get another crack. But yeah, just we will move over to that women's singles final, but we will cut the stream and restart it. So just stay on our Facebook page. Skilts goes bigger this time. Misses. So there's only 4 bowls to come on this end. The way it's stacked up as it will be our last. Where did they get to last year, this rink? Did they lose in the semis?
So that wasn't the exact same rink. It was Toddy Matthews leading, Tony Ellis second,
That's
Burger,
right.
and
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
semis. And I actually called that they'd win it from there, and they went out in the semis. So there's a bit of redemption here for 2 of the 3. And if they do happen to hang on, which it's looking likely at this stage. Burger's trying to bury this game too.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, he plays out that ball on Matty O'Brien's, and there is 0 way they can make.
No, they've got to try and kill it now.
He's got to try and get the jack over the ditch. The balls go everywhere. Now he's got to. If he does belly it, there's a chance of if he gets right under it, he flicks the blue and goes up and out.
Well, but I reckon Burger's going to try and take the shot away anyway.
Try and bury it again.
Yeah, absolutely. What danger is it for them? Because 1 or 2 makes no
Yeah.
difference. He's not going to take both of them out if he's playing that floating shot.
He could almost drive it in himself.
I don't think he'd drive.
Well,
Just,
no,
you
but
know,
I
because you don't want
don't
to.
think he will. He don't want to kill it for him, but yeah.
Good area according to the guys. Burger is trying to win this game right here and now.
Oh.
Well, he's got the toucher in the ditch.
Well, that kind of stops any rebound as well of the
Yeah.
jack. It's actually not a bad result. It's a very good result, actually. Dylan could be the last roll of the dice. He misses, and the boys from Bendigo East take this men's triples final down. It will be a popular victory round here, the local side winning. They've got a few on the sidelines. They've played phenomenally well. They will be our 2024 men's triples champions. We'll cut the stream there. We'll restart in a couple of minutes. We'll move over to this women's singles final between Kelly McCarrahan and Rebecca McMahon. So stay with us. We'll be back live in 2 or 3 minutes.
Cheers, guys.